Hey everybody, I'm April Simons. This is House of Hope, and I'm with my mom, Dodie Osteen, and sister Lisa Comas. And we are so glad y'all are watching today. Today, we want to give you happy hope. We just want to lift your spirits. We want to inspire you just with some good things. And today, y'all, what I want to ask you and talk about is what is one thing that you do or that you must do or have in your life every day that lifts your spirits? Because this time, we need our spirits lifted, and sometimes it's good to feed off of each other and find out what each other does. So Lisa, I'll start with you.
Oh, wow. Okay. So,
No pressure.
yeah, really no pressure. I tell you the greatest thing I do, and to me it's fun, is I like to get up in the morning, get a cup of coffee and just spend time with the Lord. Just relax, not rushed, just talking to the Lord. And I just love that. That gives me a spiritual lift for the whole day, for my life, and just sets the pace for my day. And so, but there's other things like I believe we're a spirit, and well, the Bible teaches it's just not I believe, but that we're a spirit beings.
Yeah.
We live in a body, and we have a mind, which is our will and emotions too. And I think that we have to take care of our spirit. We have to take care of our bodies and our emotions. And
Yeah.
sometimes I think we feed our body and feed our spirit, and we don't really do some fun things or relaxing things that we need to do. And our emotions are a real part of us. And so anyway, I think it's good to have fun, to watch things that make you laugh, like TV. We're hanging around at night and don't have a lot to do. I always say, let's watch something fun to make
Yeah.
you laugh, and don't have to be so spiritual all the time. I mean, we are spirit beings. We live for our life for God, but it's okay to have fun and not to always have to talk about spiritual things. I think that just drains you if you feel like you have to do that. You've got to also just have fun and get a break from the stress of life, so that's just my thought.
But Lisa, don't when all of us Osteens get together, don't we just sit around and talk about the Bible and have devos and sing hymns all day?
No, we don't.
Lord have mercy.
I have my best friend Deborah. She just said, I love it that you don't talk spiritual all the time. And that's the way we grew up. Everything wasn't our mom and dad preaching to us. We knew how to have a good time, how to go out and have walks, ride bikes, play games, watch Gilligan's Islands, Lawrence Welk. I'm going way back, but just have fun and laugh. And we also joke a lot. We're big jokers, and so that's what I'm saying. We are spiritual beings. We live for God, but sometimes I just think we act like we ate a bunch of prunes and we forget to have a good time and, just enjoy life and what God has given us. We get so busy, we believe God for a house, and then we get so busy, we don't really sit and enjoy it, So it's just things like that. I think just enjoying the little things of life every day.
Reba McEntire said, to succeed in life, you need three things: a wishbone, a backbone, and a funny bone. And I believe in the power of laughter. And I say a big amen. And yes, we're preachers' kids, but to the not spiritual all the time, because that almost makes me want to gag. And Mama, don't correct me on that. But seriously, I think if it would have been that way, I don't know if I don't know what I'd done, but I just like that it was normal and we had fun and that we were priority and, in our mom and dad's lives. And I don't know, it makes a huge difference. And to any pastor or pastor's wife out there, take it from me and Lisa, just be normal, be real. I think that's one of the biggest things that kept us all in, serving God, is just parents that were real. They were funny. They admitted their mistakes when they were wrong. Mama admitted so many. I'm just kidding. And I'm just kidding. But it's something to be said just to enjoy your family. So I agree with that. You got to take time to laugh. And
that's right.
So anyway,
yeah,
Mama, you were good. You were good at that. I know for us at home when Daddy, the one time I remember Daddy trying to do devotions at the table with the big blue book with Jesus on it. And we knew if we could get Mama laughing, we wouldn't have to hear the devotions. And somehow we got Mama laughing and we never saw Jesus on that big book at the table anymore.
You know,
So that was fun.
I ordered those devotional books just to read them to y'all. And guess who didn't read them?
It didn't work.
Always Paul. He was the instigator. He would start things and Joel would go, and then
Yeah.
and then Mama,
And then you laughed.
and then Daddy said, "Okay, that's it. We've had enough. You read your Bible
On your own.
That was the thing. Like Daddy didn't get mad. I remember he took off his glasses. I think if he wore glasses, and then he just closed that book, and that was the last of it. We didn't get a lecture, or we didn't have to go read the whole book of Psalms or Revelation or whatever. We just went on, and we were taught by example.
Yeah,
So,
yeah. And I remember he did say, y'all just read your Bible on your own.
Yeah.
It's our own Bible. He said, write in it. This is God's love letter to you. He's speaking to
Yeah.
you. Make it your own. And we did, and we turned out
Yeah.
okay, even though our devotional time didn't work. So
I know. So that saying, some people struggle, and Mama, I'm going to get to you, but some people struggle, and Mama, you mentioned this earlier when we were talking. Sometimes you hear people praying for an hour or 2 hours. I don't do that. Y'all may do that, but I don't do that. And then, you hear devotions. We got to have devotions. Dear God in heaven, we have to. No, just lighten up and let it go and decide what's the best fit for your family. And, you don't have to talk King James or whatever. Just be normal and be real and get the fit that works right for y'all. Right, Mama? Would you agree?
That's good. That's right. Yes. Because I couldn't have taught y'all anything anyway, because you would have been laughing and giggling, and then I started giggling. So that's just let everybody do their own. And you remember how Daddy used to go out in the backyard and by a tree and sit and read his Bible and blanket for him when it was a little bit cool in Texas. Well, then one day we looked out there and there was Tamara out there with her little blanket reading her Bible out there. Children see by example.
that's right.
And that's if mother and daddies are cursing and talking ugly, then the children are going to do that. If daddies drink at home, then the children will probably do it when they get older. So you just have to be so careful and lead by example.
Right.
And to me, just reading my healing scriptures in the morning and my Bible, man, I can't leave the house unless if we go on a trip sometime at 3:00, and this was back then when we could go on trips, in the morning, I would be up reading my healing scriptures about 4:30 or something. I mean, if we had to leave early, because they're my life. And I had to get them in my heart. I had to keep them in my heart. Otherwise, I might not be living today, because in 1981, I was diagnosed with cancer of the liver and given a few weeks to live, April. It'll be 40 years next year in 20. And so all my life to Jesus. And so that's my life, is getting up, reading my scriptures and just praying and just loving Jesus. Of course, I do other things than that. Sometimes I boil eggs once a month, once a year.
I think that's good. And it's enjoying the little things. Lisa, you said it before, enjoying the little things in life and not taking for granted even a single day. You woke up this morning, some people didn't get that chance. And so we just gotta realize what a blessing life is. And the moment we start acting like life is a blessing is the moment it starts to become one. So find your groove in your house. Find what makes you happy. Don't be so stressed. Don't get so busy being a human being that you forget to really exist and live life. Or I should say human doing, that you forget to be a human being. So be present in the moment. Be present in the day. And I say this, Mama was meticulous, and I think we all are meticulous, but you got to learn sometimes to just lighten up. If the dishes don't get done, it's okay. Right? Wouldn't you agree, Lisa? If the laundry doesn't get done,
I really used to get stressed about those things. And I realized that stress was it was affecting me physically. It makes you anxious. And I just decided one day, why do I think the dishes have to be cleaned right now when I have something else to do and I'm a little stressed out, or I've got another deadline? And I just started leaving them. That was one of the most freeing things I did.
Yeah.
Why do I have to take out the trash right now? I know I have time. I'm not messy. I'm not going to let it stay there for days. And but
Mm-hmm.
things like that, okay, I think I'll have fun with the kids right now and let the dishes
Yeah.
sit there, let the wash sit there. And that was freeing to me for those of us who are real scheduled and regimented, and we're
Mm-hmm.
just sort of I don't know, perfectionist driven in a way. We can get that way and not enjoy our day. And so I've just sort of taken the limits off of myself and
good.
decided that,
Yeah.
I'm gonna enjoy the day, and I'm gonna travel more. I'm gonna do things.
Mm-hmm.
I'd like to see more of the world, and I don't have any plans right now, but those are things I'm just thinking about because
Mm-hmm.
I just want to enjoy life, enjoy God's world.
Yeah.
And so
That's good.
I just think just being present in the moment. And I think
Mm-hmm.
sometimes we think about, well, I need this for my house, I need this or I need that. And we forget about, oh, well, look at what I have. I have
Yeah.
so much. Some people don't even have anything
That's
like I
right.
have.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's what drives us sometimes to not slow down and enjoy our life and every day, is because we've got to think, I got to get this done, this done, this.
Yeah.
But you know what? And it's timing, it'll get done.
That's right.
And
Yeah.
in the meantime, let's just be grateful people, because
That's right.
that's what makes life so much better. It's just to be
Mm-hmm.
grateful, have that grateful attitude, thankful attitude, and it seems like everything just falls into place when you do that.
Yeah, that's good. And not get so busy waiting for the weekend or waiting for your kids to grow up or waiting till you get all the money that you need. No, you really can enjoy it right now. And I think that's one thing Mama, you and Daddy taught us, is just to enjoy what we have and enjoy family.
Yeah.
You're right. And we didn't have much money back, when y'all were little, but we had a house and we had big trees and we had everything we needed.
Yeah.
You remember the first time Daddy gave a big offering and he called us all in, said, we're going to give this. We don't really have much money. Remember when we had to when we wanted ice cream or malt, and we'd go and we'd look in the seats to see if there was any change in there so we could have more malts.
I don't remember that.
Split them. But be glad for what we had. We were glad. And then God blessed us and we gave that money. Remember, he called us all in. A lady that we didn't even know called and said, would you meet me at the airport? She gave us the same exact amount, flew her own airplane down there. Her husband, they were both wealthy. And she gave us the exact amount that we had given. I'm telling you, it was most unusual. So see how God takes care of us. If we don't have much, just believe God. Say, Father, I need this to live. I do that sometimes. And God just provides. It's amazing. Not especially in money, but other things. Father, I just need this. And it's amazing how if you trust Jesus, he'll just give it to you.
Mm-hmm. That's good.
Another thing, April, this just came to me, is that, you have the power to set the atmosphere in your home.
Mm-hmm.
And, it can be either very stressful and I don't know, maybe not enjoyable for your kids if you're not careful. But you can just decide, no, the atmosphere in our home is going to be joyful. It's going to be light. And, if we get under stress, we're going to help each other out. We're going to calm each other down. And I remember I have twin girls, are 22 today, but one of my girls, Catherine, when she was 20, she's probably a toddler, and maybe not walking. I can't remember, to tell you the truth. It doesn't matter. Maybe 18 months. And she would get real, when she would cry, sometimes she would wait. She would just cry so hard, she would lose her breath. Have you ever seen a child do that? Yeah. She'd just cry and cry and cry, and she would lose all oxygen and she would faint. And so I was scared. I called the doctor and he said, no, what she's doing, she's crying so hard, she's losing oxygen, and so she faints, and then she comes back, she'll just faint for a second and then she come back. And
goodness.
And so he said to her, when she does that, get in her face and just blow lightly, just like that. So I would blow in her face and she wouldn't faint. She would just stop. She would calm it down. And I don't know, that illustration, I've never even told that, but it just reminds me, we can calm each other down. Yes, we can stir each other. We can blow some encouragement into each other, and we can just say, hey, you're a little stressed, let me help you out. Or you can add fuel to the fire and then have this big, fight or argument or stressful night. But we have the power to do something about it. A soft answer turns away wrath. And I think we are responsible for the atmosphere of our home, that we do make sure we laugh. And because I know we had to be serious, there are serious times, but we've got to make sure we laugh. We got to make sure we hug and touch each other.
That's right.
And we really show affection to one another. And I think that's needed. My other daughter, she's not, her love language is not affection so much.
They're so different.
So sometimes we chase her until we can hug her. It's a joke, but she will hug us, but that's not her love language. But you know what? We're gonna make sure we love and hug each other. And I just think that goes along with enjoying every day, setting the right atmosphere in your home.
And you know what I was thinking? It sure is glad they weren't drinkers. You and Kevin, because if you'd have blown in her face, she would have been gone.
My girls did tell me the other day, one of the greatest memories that they had, one of the memories they had, they didn't say it's great, the memories that they had growing up is every time I got to them and talked to them in their face, I had coffee breath.
Oh, God.
I said, I know. I said, was it bad? And they said, no, you just smell like coffee all the time.
That's funny. That reminds me of Daddy.
Yeah, that's right.
That's good. Well, I love it. I just think we all need to lighten up a little bit, especially during these times, and enjoy life, enjoy this journey, and don't be so serious, and don't knock over the camera while I'm talking to it as well.
I'm going to throw something at you. Think about your daughter, Eliana. I mean, during all this time, she's been working for an airlines, and instead of just sitting around, she decides she's going to go for her pilot's life. Yeah. And so
all in the middle of the pandemic, and she works for American Airlines, and she's my one that, she just does, well, they're all great, but I mean, she's out there tugging suitcases. One time I was on the plane and she said, Mom, look out the window, and there she was driving this tractor thing. Right. She does it all. She'll throw up those suitcases. She'll go clean the airplanes. And then she decided she wanted to be a pilot, and in the midst of COVID, and she's been doing it. And this morning, I went out and watched her take her first solo flight, and she did an amazing job. I can't even believe it. I have video. Go to my Instagram and you'll see it. I watched her fly. I watched her land probably 4 times.
Oh my!
So she's on her way. She didn't let this stop her, and I love that about her.
I know. I was just looking at the picture you sent us. There's Eliana. Can you see it?
Oh yeah, no, that's great.
That's awesome.
It's good. So that don't let life get you down. Don't let what's going on get you down. Remember the good. And if you just have to look at your kids, remember they are a blessing. They're not a curse. You may feel like it. Just remember they're a blessing. And just
time y'all played hide and seek, and Daddy hid in a cabinet, and he couldn't get out. And he couldn't get out, and y'all had to help him out. You remember that time?
I did. I didn't know. I remember that time. He used to play hide and seek with us all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Play while I got away from you.
Yeah.
I was with you all the time.
I know, really.
Remember, he was gone 37 days one time in India. He couldn't get out of India over Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
And I was there.
I don't know where I was during all these stories, but I don't remember any of them. But
well, you are the youngest, so you didn't see all of them.
We made you sleep outside.
Yeah.
Mama, I have one for you.
Oh,
just to keep it light and easy. What would you say to a younger Dodie that was had just small kids? Today, looking back, what would you say to you?
A younger Dodie. I would say probably don't be too serious. Love them, which I did, but don't be too serious if they make little mistakes and all of them are going to make mistakes. And don't get upset when they make a mistake, because all of us make mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes raising all of you. And I see when I got older, that I told you some things that probably I shouldn't have about certain decisions and all. But anyway, just love them and let them know that you care, and tell them about Jesus. That's the main thing. A little Dodie would say, just love people be concerned about them, forgive quickly, say you're sorry quickly, and just love Jesus and love people. I don't know
That's
if
good.
to say them.
That's good stuff right there. Those are words to live by. So anyway, we just wanted to maybe bring some laughter and happiness and joy to you today. Just take every day one step at a time. Love those around you. Enjoy life, and remember, there's always hope. You got Jesus. You got eternal life. You've got hope for today. So, anything else y'all want to say before we go off?
No,
I'm
think,
very.
Didn't know if Mama was going to bring out another story.
yeah. Let's.
What'd you say?
I'm just proud of all my children. You've been
Oh,
wonderful children.
well, you can talk about that.
You haven't done anything to disappoint us. I'm just proud of you.
Oh man, well, we feel the same about you and Daddy. So
Thank you.
Yeah, that's right.
anyway, y'all have a great day. Loved being with you. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Bye.